The other day, I saw this beautiful quote on Instagram. It said, "You attract everything once you are calm. Instead of worrying about the how, just relax and focus your attention on the gym that you already are." And this really resonated with me. Specifically, I can remember a moment when I was 27, 26, maybe 27. When I was really stuck in my business. I felt like I was trying everything. I was feeling hopeless. Felt like nobody wanted to work with me. I was very in a self-pity stage. And I was forgetting how much progress I have made, referring to the quote, the gym that I already was. The truth is, like, yeah, that might sound a little conceited, but we're all gyms. You're a gym. There's something beautiful about you. There's something unique about you that's different from me. And that's what makes everybody so beautiful and unique. Everyone is a gym, no matter what, no matter how you look, no matter how much progress you've made, no matter what you've done in your life, you are a gym. And I was forgetting that at this time because I had just been trying so many different things. I had built a course. I had tried to sell freelance services. I'd done the cold outreach. I was feeling so hopeless. And every single day I would wake up stressed out. What do I need to do? I feel behind. I got to catch up. I got to pay rent this month. What are people thinking about me? My family probably thinks I'm a failure. These were the thoughts running through my mind. Obviously, that didn't serve me. Until I decided to just take it easy, dude. Calm down. You may not be where you want to be yet, but that doesn't mean life is over. Calm down, dude. It's okay. This is where you're meant to be. And I think in that moment, I started to surrender to the process and, reminding myself that there was something bigger at hand that I can't always control. I can show up and do what I can, but there's so much more out there that's at stake. And on top of that, the stress and the energy that I was showing up with wasn't helping. It wasn't inviting success, new opportunities into my life. But I did notice a shift whenever I started to just focus on being calm. Not stressing so damn much. Because the truth is, at the time, I still had money in my savings. I was good for a couple months. But I was letting everything stress me the fuck out. So I self-sabotaged. It's embarrassing, but every single day at 4 p.m., no matter how much progress I made in that day, I started playing video games. I was not proud of that by any means. I knew it in the moment. I would sit there, I would play this game called Rocket League, and I would sit there in between games like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I sitting here fucking playing this video game? And then the game would start, and I'd be distracted. I would lose that pain for a second. Oh my God, did you see that shot I just made? And I used to tell myself that I needed this, I was very much a competitive person and I needed to feel that competition in my life. But I was self-destructing, totally. Completely self-destructing. And I think when I started to change, or I'll say gamify life to where life was more entertaining than the game, making progress was more entertaining than, leveling up in the game, even though I would lose half the time, real change started to happen and opportunities started to knock on my door when I was just calm. Because when we stress ourselves out, we seek distractions because it's too painful. That pain of feeling stuck and overwhelmed and like nothing is working and hopelessness is too painful to sit with most of the time. Until you realize that discomfort that you feel is purposeful. You sitting with it, reframing the mindset towards that discomfort pay so many dividends. It can change your entire life if you start to grasp that when you are feeling a little uncomfortable, that growth is on the other side of that. And I had this one opportunity knock on my door out of nowhere, and it just so happened to be enough per month to cover my rent and then some. I'll never forget that feeling of like, yes, I felt calm beforehand, and I was already practicing this solitude and, being more mindful about things. One thing that really, really changed things for me was just going on that daily walk and just being present. No music, nothing, just the sounds of birds and talking with neighbors, being thankful for my body moving, being thankful to be alive, practicing deepening a relationship with myself where I wasn't so mean to myself. But when that opportunity came, I was like, I didn't even try anything different. I guess I did try to practice a solitude. I was focusing on my energy, but I wasn't like doing cold outreach to get this opportunity. You know what I mean? The opportunity just came in my lap, and I was prepared for it because I was not seeking so much validation. I was practicing my own self-awareness. There's this other quote that I came across that really hit home as well. Thank God everything I got today didn't happen overnight, because if it did happen the day I asked for it, I wouldn't know how to appreciate it. And boy, when that opportunity came, I appreciated the hell out of it. So, all this to say that if you're feeling stressed out with any area of your life, first of all, I understand. I get it. You wish things were different. You wish that you could make the change like right now and everything would be better. And you probably also have this mindset that once I achieve this, then I'll be happy. Which isn't the case, because it's easy in that moment to think that if I could just cover rent, there'd be no problems in life. There's always going to be problems in life. And that's why, going back to my point earlier, reframing your mindset towards the discomfort, the problems in your life is the key to living a fulfilling life, to making progress without having to really try. It just flows through you. And why are you rushing to reach the destination so fast? Because when you are 50 years old and you look back on this moment, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have just appreciated the struggle a little more. There is something beautiful about the struggle. Just being able, having what's the word? Having the humility to say, I don't know what I'm doing yet. AKA, the negative way of saying that is struggling. But the positive way is having the humility to say, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I have a goal and I'm going towards something, and I see progress, I see growth on the other side of this. And to me, that is beautiful. Reframing your mindset towards struggle, seeing it as a challenge, not a problem. A challenge to grow, a challenge to learn something new about yourself, to learn something that you can share with your kids in the future, to make things a little bit simpler for them. I think that so much in life that we just like, we see something and we think that it's just the end all be all, that you'll never be able to pay rent because of how you feel right now, which is just not the case. If you continue just being consistent with whatever it is that you're focusing on, and don't worry about these outcomes so much, you're going to make progress. And I think that, going back to my younger self, maybe it would have been good for me to have a part-time job while I was building what I'm building, so that I knew that my rent was covered, and that the energy that I showed up, for example, let's say these YouTube videos, wasn't so like, please listen to me, please buy my course, please, like look at my work and hire me, because we can feel that energy when people are like that. And it's a deterrent. We actually don't want to work with people who are like that because they just are actually stressful and not helpful because they're just desperate. We can sense desperacy. Energy is a very important thing. And that's why I believe it's the most important thing in life. Prioritizing your energy and focusing on being the best version of yourself before you start work, before you talk to anyone, before you open up social media. When you do that, your energy is calm, non-needy, and open for growth. And that's the key to reaching the life that you dream of.